Welcome to eSeniors. It's time to actually, can you hear me here? Yeah, okay, here we go. It's time to look at Donington. This race is going to be interesting. It's rain, and I want to show you the standings right now. Chris Bourne, this could be the equalizer that is raining today at Donington Park. So he has won the two previous races. Derek Bird was third, so he's second in the championship, and Andre Lloyd is third with 100 points. A lot can still happen. It's an 8 series championship. Here are the standings. Top three of the silver. Bruce Hopkins have been pretty consistent, has won the first race, P2 second race. Brian Banks and Peter Nilsson is third. So he took first last race. So he's a strong driver, but we'll see. The water on track can certainly be the equalizer for everyone here. I think they started to roll now, so let's go over to this view where I talk about our Sim3D sponsor and Syndeo. So Sim3D do everything you need for your setup, your rig for sim racing, and Syndeo is a technology broker specializing in IP and call center, IP telephone and call center. So if you're in the business for anything like this, please consider our sponsors. Okay, qualifying is running, and there is someone, that's Peter Nilsson, already off track, jumping back in there. So we're starting with the silver driver. Those are the ones that we're going to see first. Welcome to the stream. Everyone watching, make sure you press the like button so we get on good graces with our what do you call it, the algorithm gods, if you will. Okay, let me just need to move something around here. I had a little problem here earlier. OBS crashed. I loaded an update before this, so I hope that didn't cause it, but yeah, so hopefully that will not happen. If it happens, just stand by and I'll start a new stream and we'll see how that goes. Okay, I raced this race on Monday in the Mustang. It was actually fun because I'm not a very aggressive driver, so I'm kind of light on my pedals a little bit, so that fits when you're I'm not so kind of just on the, you know, on the throttle, on the apex, and always late on that, so that works kind of well when you do a race in there. Yeah, when you do a race like this, so in standing water. So Terry says, I all can't see a thing coming out the pits. Yeah, it's gonna be a mess. If you watched my stream, you could see how hard it was to see anything in the start. So really just focused on the brake lights and keep the same distance to the brake lights that you see in the front of you. Then you know you're not running into them. So and then just hold on until the whole field have stretched out. I think that's my my best advice. So I looked back at the timing. 1:33.6 was Murray in the Mustang. So 1:33.6 could be a benchmark. See who will start to hit those times here. Hopkins now the fastest, 1:35.3. And Hutchin is up 0.6 here, so he can. He's one of the top drivers in silver. I think did he win last season? I can't remember. But this race is going to be fun to see what happens. Yeah, hopefully everyone have your REN lights on. If you have automatic lights, they should come out on automatically through, I think, or when you turn on the wipers or something. Kenny Schmidt, I learned that he is the oldest driver in eSeniors, 78 years young. That's awesome. All right, who's on the run? Hutchin is on the run. Let's see if he can keep this up. Just took that turn around the hairpin, coming on the last turn, where I actually figured out for the first time where I'm actually going to turn on that, because it's kind of a blind. Yeah, Hopkins took the fastest lap there, 1:35.3. Hutchin got in P2. Who else is on a good one? Torrance is up 0.8. Our driver from New Zealand finishing. He's just starting. Hey Joel, welcome. He's driving, Torrance drives the Mercedes. He's losing a little bit of time and he's climbing up again. Yeah, so he's up a second. Let's see what that's gonna put him. That put him P7 at this point. Let's see if he can keep this up. He lost a little bit of time there, 2/10. It's gonna push him up to P9 though. There you go. Yeah, Kenny. We talked about him. And Hopkins looks strong. He's up half a sec to his qualifying time. Comes through the chicane and he disqualified his lap. Nilsson, that's one of our newer drivers, really strong in the last race. Let's see how he's gonna do in the water. I didn't see, he wasn't that high up in the timings. I kept an eye on him when he came during the pre-practice here and so on. So maybe the water is the equalizer for him as he goes off track. Jobe Kavak finishing up his lap here after the hairpin, up half a sec. That could put him in like a P6, P7 if he can keep this up. Running P11 right now, and P6 for Joe Bekavak. Nicely done. Who else is on the run? Britos up 3/10, 4/10. Kanaya starting his lap still early for him. Bruce is still improving. We haven't looked at Gruyo. Looks a little bit tentative there. He lost a lot of time. Picking that up again now, but this not going to put him more up to maybe P10, P11. Yeah, P14 for him. Jeremy is up 0.6. If he keeps this up, he could get into the top 5. So he has the Mustang, so he was driving here Monday. So he has some advantage from that, I think. You know, we got a lot of good practice there. Look at him go here coming into the chicane. The chicane is tricky. You have to avoid the different yeah, you have to avoid the curbs. That got me in trouble. Jeremy coming into the hairpin. Yeah, he's up. Flirting with the second. I got a lot of wheel spin there, but this will push him up to P6 for Jeremy. Nicely done. Here's Hutchin. Look to improve a bit. Nilsson is on a good run now. This could give him... he didn't keep it up though. Yeah, he's picking it up now. This could be pole position for him if he keeps this up. He's half a second behind. He's up on time. He's finding his groove here in this wet condition. Yeah, he's got to take pole. There it is. Pole position. Just in front of Hopkins. Very close there. Banks on the run. Seems comfortable now in the wet. Statis. He is running fast now. I mean, he could take a provisional pole for silver if he keeps this up. Oh, he lost a little bit here. He needs another 10. Come on. Yeah, keep it up, keep it up. Then he's gonna... he gotta be just short. P3 for Statis. Ferreira, we haven't looked at him. He's about to finish his lap here. He's up half sec. This could put him in top 5. Top 8 for him. P8 for Ferreira. Having so much fun here, so I lost track of qualifying times here. Is that good looking Mercedes? I think, are we done here with qualifying for silver? Maybe. Haven't seen anyone else rolling out. McKay up half a second. He's gonna keep this up. Come around the bend. Look at his bumper. This could push him up a couple of positions only if he keeps this up. He's kind of way behind. Goes really wide there. He lost almost all his time. That did not help, unfortunately, for McKay. But yeah, everyone is now... Thomas is out driving still. All right, 3 minutes. It looks like, got a little slider. Thomas, looks like everyone has exhausted themselves. All the silver guys are just a few running, not really improving. We have a total of 32 drivers right now. So yeah, about equal then, roughly equal between silver and platinum on the track today. Yeah, Thomas is not improving there. Looks like everyone is now exhausted. McKay is still out driving. His Lamborghini. See if he can improve. He was up so much and then he lost it. He has problems with his last turn here. Picking up a couple of tenths now. That's not really going to move the needle for him. He's way behind the car in front. No one is really... That's well, here's Bikabak starting a new lap. That's a good looking livery, Crown Royal. That's very cool looking. He's not improving. McKay though, he's not giving up. He's improving a couple of tenths, but again, it doesn't really, it will not move the needle. The two last guys, the three last guys, they're more than a second behind the faster one in P12. So Obando, Robert. McKay, he disqualified his lap right there. Britos is out driving, he's not improving. So interesting to see if someone's gonna take the 1:33.6 and beat that we saw Murray did when we had the Monday Mustang race. This is weird. Holmes have a time lap ticking on him. Weird. All right, so now we have the Platinum guys out for 10 minutes. So let's see who's gonna take it away. So pretty, I guess, top 9 here of silver. It's only a second or 0.8 between them, so that's not too bad. Jonathan Wood out driving, a little traffic there looked like. I might not have synced my liveries. I don't know if he has a cool livery, but I'm not seeing it. Young is not driving right now. So Caballero or Column, they didn't put any times on the board at all. Silver guys, they are. All right, Jonathan trying to get some space to start the run. A little crowded for these guys, but it's actually the same number of people as silver, and they have 5 minutes less. We might want to look at that and maybe adjust that based on how many are sign up. All right, let's see who will take the first lap for Platinum. Lap time. Peter Nilsson put down the 1:35.2. Let's see how strong that is with these guys. There's Sky up and running. There's Joel, Alex. Oh, we haven't seen Alex for a little bit, I think. Here comes Chris. He puts down a 1:34.5. All right, that's the benchmark for the Platinum for the moment. Packham puts 1:34.0, half a second quicker. Strong showing by him. And in comes Derek Bird in his Porsche P3, Jonathan Wood P4, Alex P5. So strong showing here. Jolt way back. A little surprising. Maybe he's not really into driving in the water. So Packham, strong showing by him. Where is he in the championship? All right, so this is the first entry for Stewart in the championship. He has not raced the first two races. So that will obviously be difficult for him. We just saw Chris Bourne. He disqualified his lap. That's costly because you don't have that much time here for these guys. Let's see, Alex though, he's up. He's the guy that we moved him over to Platinum because he's such a strong driver. He belongs in Platinum. He agreed that he belonged in Platinum. Let's see what he can do now. This time that he's putting down at the moment is not going to be able to do that much when it comes to pole. But he might come in P3. Let's see, coming into the last turn. There it is, P3 for Alex. Hey, Robert on the chat there. Yeah, I didn't race between March and January, and it was a big change for me. But I've been digging myself out of it, and I'm improving. So, like 2 months, and that has improved my driving. Here comes Jonathan Woods, drives P6 right now in Platinum. Let's see, Ponov 0.7. So he was another one that was racing Monday. Unfortunately, had a contact, so he actually, it was so clean last Monday. It was only one contact. It was Ponov, and he got a penalty point for that. So let's see. This could put him up to P3. Yes, P3 for Mish Ponov. Jonathan Wood up 0.7. Just starting though. Is he, or where is he? No, he's actually ending his lap here. So this, yeah, he is flirting with pole position. He can keep this up. No, correction, he's not. Now he needs to do a second. Yeah, now he's up actually. Keep it up now. Yes, there it is, Jonathan Wood, pole position. Welcome back, Jonathan Wood. We haven't seen him on the track for a while before he started to show up for this championship. Super nice. Rogerio Santos has not really put down a good time yet. Now he's up on time though. This guy, oh, he lost a lot of time there though. That's not going to help him that much. Still last in the Platinum. Garnham in the pits. Yeah, Trowbridge out running. As you can see here, we have a pretty nice division here between Platinum and Silver. Nilsson is a little bit into overlapping a little bit with Platinum, but not that much, just 2-3 tenths. One thing I wonder, Holmes, okay, now Holmes is out driving. So he is behind. He hasn't put down a time yet. Let's see what he can do. All my cameras are weird. They don't show what they're supposed to show. Oh, he's going off. He will have a hard time getting a time on the board because we're almost done with qualifying. So Jonathan keeps his, he has 2 thousandths of a second ahead of Packham. How's that? That's amazing. Santos just moved up to P11. Garnham is not driving anymore, so he's not going to push. Trowbridge up a little bit. What's that going to do for him? He needs a couple of tenths here in order to move up. Well, he's up now almost half a second. See here on the chat, Malcolm Hutchin has some problems with his wheel. Pulsating light. Doesn't sound good. Here comes Trowbridge. Let's keep an eye on Trowbridge and see what he can do. Also see Chris Bourne is up on his time. Where is okay? We can look at him here because he's gonna come into over the goal line before Trowbridge. He has someone in front of him. That's Alex actually. Can maybe get a little slipstream. Chris Bourne gonna move up to P5 for Chris Bourne. Like I mentioned, this might be the equalizer now. Qualifying is over. Some people are out driving. Chris Bourne was trying to push. So is Alex. And Holmes, unfortunately, was not able to even put the time on the board. Same for Caballero Column in the silver group. Trowbridge didn't do better than yeah, P17, which would be P14 if you discount the silver or this Craig. All right. So Jonathan Wood is the guy with the time, fastest times. Young goes off track there. He's happy with his P4, or at least he's probably not happy, but and it's interesting here. Fastest first sector is Alex. Fastest second sector is Packham. And fastest third is Steve Young. So quite a difference. I mentioned the times for Murray at Monday Mustang race, which was 1:33.6, and Jonathan Wood did 1:33.7 here in the qualifying here for this race. Okay, there we are. So I'm gonna put on the track walk screen. Let's do a track walk. Donington Park. This is the first British track this season, and they have 2 UK tracks in a row. So this one and then Snetterton. They're going down the hill to the red gate. It's gonna be interesting in the water here because it's easy to oversteer and get excited and get on the curb. And coming through this beautiful track, this difficult McLean's, and then this blind right-hander. And here is the chicane, which is difficult in the wet. You don't want to get on the throttle while you sit on the curb there. Through the hairpin, and then the last turn into the start straight there. Okay, race will be starting soon. 2 minutes, and it's a 50-minute race. And it's a pit stop, mandatory pit stop. You don't have to change tires. I don't know, in the wet here, maybe that's a strategy, not to change tires. I don't know if this is wet enough for it to not deteriorate too much over the time here. 50 minutes might be a push. All right, hustle, Malcolm, because we have about a minute to race start. Worst case, you can start from the pits, I guess. We have a full formation lap for the race. Okay, let's go to the game stream. Just a couple of seconds. I feel a little bit bad because I think maybe Jonathan have a cool livery. And now I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna try and mute myself. All right, full formation lap. So pretty not that much overlap between silver and platinum. That's always good to see. Nilsson in the lead again for silver. And behind him is Hopkins and Statis for silver. Where did Statis? Well, I don't think I've seen him. Where does he sit? Statis. He's another one that has not been racing until now in the championship. So we have a few guys that didn't do that, didn't start anything until now. So kind of short circuit this. Just like a minute and a half to do a lap here, so that's pretty quick. Funny, the temperatures are 22 and then track 26 with rain in England. That's that's pretty bizarre weather conditions, but so Malcolm, what kind of wheelbase is that? See on the chat that Malcolm have troubles with his wheelbase, so we might not see him on track. We are currently 31 on track, but here we go. Let's look at the start here for eSenior's third race of the 8th season here, and we have Jonathan Wood on a good trajectory here, so it's nice and clean coming into the first turn. Behind it we have Steve Young in the green, so that's the top 5, kind of stretching out a little bit. There we see Alex in the yellow. Oh, little slide further back, and there's a contact. The Trowbridge goes out and he collects Quiche, I think. Oh, people are... Oh, that's Statis got a little contact there. People frantically trying to... Oh, people are... Oh, that's not good. That was just... That's a lot, guys. That was a lot. And here comes Caballero. All right, so that was too much to count. That's too bad. We got a few contacts there. And Jonathan is in the lead. I won't go back and replay that because that was too depressive. Oh, another contact there. Is that Nilsson? Nilsson got tangled up in someone. that we could look at. Oh, that's Jolt got tangled with Nilsson. Yeah, it got a little bit, and we see Steve Young lost a lot of pace. Lloyd is passing, perhaps. He's going to be able to do that. Yeah, there was cars flying, so that's kind of hard. I mean, it's a wet conditions and they start to helicopter around there. So that's hard to avoid, even if you have brakes on. Here comes Steve. Chris Bourne a little bit further back, P6. Howells, Bourne and Derek Bird. Further back, Rouillet. On the inside here comes Rouillet, just passing Garnham. Is that going to stick? Coming up to the chicane. Yeah, looks like it's stuck. Rouillet up to P10 there. Nicely done. Let's see here now. Gets a little bit more compressed here up in the top 10. Big line of cars. Let's see further back where we have Nilsson has to work himself up. We have still 31 cars on track, so that's nice to see. Ponov must have been involved too. He's back here in P24. Jolt tried to push, come up here to work himself up. He got affected by the calamity there in the beginning. Let's see, is he gonna be able to climb one position? Yes, he takes Column. Column goes out on the edge of the track. Ponov, meantime, past Torrance. Ponov is coming up to Oliveira. So we're gonna see a couple of these faster guys that are gonna start to climb up. Grouillot must have had a problem. He slowed down all of a sudden and lost 4 positions. A lot of things happening here. Let's see Chris Bourne. Lloyd went a little bit wider. That gives Chris Bourne an opportunity. Has to come up to the hairpin. Oh, he's going outside. Is he gonna get traction? Looks like he is. A whole row of them coming through here. Some of the fastest drivers. Santos past Rouillet for position. Stuart Packham still chasing Jonathan Wood. Jonathan Wood really comfortable up there. Rouillet looking to do something here. All right, Nilsson just past Torrance. A couple of good places to pass in this on this track, at least my experience. Jolt have not been able to do much. Maybe he has some damage. Back to Nilsson. Let's see, Santos lost position to both Garnham and Rouillet. Chris Bourne is pushing to get Lloyd. Chris have a much faster lap time. So we have 50 minutes race, so there is time. Here's Chris Bourne, comes on the outside maybe. Stressing Lloyd as much as possible here to see if he can do a mistake. Here comes Chris, good run there on the inside. Let's see if he can keep this up. Lloyd positioned himself for the turn 1. Chris gets a less optimal run through there, but he's keeping up, and there's a couple of cars behind him too. Howells and Alex behind Chris Bourne. A lot of action there, that's nice. Like I mentioned, rain is the equalizer, and I really like to drive in the rain for some reason, so I don't mind. Further down in the field, half a second behind Arobas is Ferreira. We go back to these guys here because they get closer and closer. Alex is pushing up here on Howells. And it's so hard to drive behind in the spray. So to drive close, and that you consider that also when they had that incident down there. You know, if you don't see someone swirling around on the road in front of you, so. But like I said before, at the Mustang race Monday, we only had one contact. So that was really good racing. All right, Nilsson on Oliveira. Is going to move inside, coming into the hairpin to start straight. No, incorrect. They went in, they were at the chicane. Here they come to the hairpin. Nilsson looks much faster. In front of there we had Grouillot as well. There he comes. Takes Oliveira in the turn. Really nicely done. Is he gonna move up here again? Grouillot maybe? He has a little damage there on the nose. Looks like he got a little bump there, did he? Okay, he's stretching out. Oh, something happened with Alex. He lost 4 positions. We'll take a chance and see if we can see. Okay, he went off there. I didn't reach all the way with the replay. But then we know he went off. Couple of places where it's almost like standing water, and if you're not careful, you're kind of screwed. There's Howells challenging Chris, perhaps. Not doing any inroads there. Derek Bird now have the fastest lap. Interesting. Field is clearly stretching out. Here's Jolt. Had a bad start there. Got tangled with a couple of cars, I think. And he had a penalty last race for Nürburgring for this calamity in the start there. So that's gonna hurt if he's judged to be responsible for something. Here's Howells getting a good run on Chris. Couple of tenths faster last lap was Howells. See if he's gonna be able to challenge Chris as they're coming through the chicane. Looked a little bit inside there, tried to stress Chris. The chicane has not really harvested any casualties so far, as far as I know. Oh, here comes Howells, getting a good run again. Not enough to get ahead for the hairpin into the start straight. Opens up that turn to see if he can push through and get the bead on Bourne here as we're coming into turn 1. Keeping an eye here also on Santos, getting closer to Garnham. And Packham is within 1 second now all of a sudden with Bourne, or I'm sorry, with Jonathan Wood. All right, now we lost a little time there. Let's go back to Santos. Looked to be pretty close to Garnham. So 16 people on the stream. Please, please press the like button, guys. And I looked a little bit on the inside. Santos didn't really pay off. Oh, here comes Derek Bird on Sky. I didn't get enough traction to keep up with him into this last turn, or is it? Yeah, really slippery here for Sky, and I think Derek's gonna take it. Let's get on the heli. Oh, that was close. Contact there by Derek. Oh, and then Sky got a little bit on the curb there. I think Derek was lifting there because that wasn't in his intention. But now Sky is really booging here. Tried to get away from Derek. Too close of a call. You can see a little bit of spray situation in the cockpit. Yeah, Derek Bird, he's you know, he's a gentleman, and he clearly did the right thing. Okay, Howells, it's gonna be a challenge here. Oh, Derek or Chris Bourne making himself really wide, but here comes Howells on the inside. He's going to get the traction he needs. No, he's not. Chris Bourne got the traction out of that coming into the last turn of the track. He's going to get, yeah, that's the challenge with this wet condition. If you get challenged from behind like that and you start to push a little bit too much, it's a problem. All right, Alex passed Trowbridge. Alex is one of the guys that have been... Oh, here comes Ponov and Kish in the background there. Banks actually passed Ponov. I thought it was Kish, but Ponov comes back in the turn. Oh, Banks gets on the curb there. Could be dangerous, but Ponov took position back. Good little battle. Meantime, here's Nilsson. Took position from Gruot. It's gonna stick. Goes a little bit wide. Here comes Gruot. Tries to get back. Side by side they go. Nilsson had the advantage coming into turn one. Keeps the position. Torrance caught Mr. Schmidt. Making some headway there. Kabak lost 2 positions there. I think he had some problems going off. Jonathan Wood still in the lead. Packham is about a second, so they now Jonathan have the fastest lap again, and he's lapping like 2/10 last lap. Packham was 2/10 behind, or maybe 1/10. So they're lapping pretty evenly. Bourne coming up to speed here, leaving Howells behind. Making some progress here on Lloyd in front, putting in his best lap. Last lap was Chris' best lap. Here's Jolt. That's Chris Holmes in front of him. All right, there we see our first guy into the pits. That's Thomas. Oh, Derek Board took Steve Young. What happened there? Let's see if we can do replay. Yeah, something. Oh, I got caught on the curb, sliding off track. He is able to recover, but he lost 2 positions to Bird and then to Lloyd. Yeah, that stuff happens. Here comes Santos on Garnham for P10, or P9 rather, is the fight about. Otherwise, further down here, I thought we would see Nilsson and Quiche. They have a little, I think Nilsson have a little axe to grind there because Quiche has actually made contact with him. Arthur, welcome. And Chris Holmes chasing down Oliveira. Oh, Holmes goes out wide there. He was lucky he didn't spin there because that's the recipe for disaster. Let's look at Chris Bourne putting his fangs into Steve Young. So Steve have some trouble. You see there he's sliding. He has problems with the grip. Missing the apex there. He's sliding all over the place, looks like. Chris was looking a little bit. I think he needs to be really patient here, Chris Bourne. I think Sky is really struggling. I should look at his stream and see what feedback he gives on his situation. Alex have passed Hopkins, not for position. But Hopkins is in the lead for silver. Oh, it looks like Chris Bourne has much better traction out here. As we have 30 minutes left, closing into halftime. Okay, Packham starting to get a little bit close to Jonathan Wood, who actually put in his best lap last. It's kind of, well, statistics I have here looks a little bit weird, so disregard that. Chris continues to chase. Where is everyone now? Schultz trying to get past Chris Holmes. Nilsson is now in the pits. Because some of these people that pitting now were involved in crashes, so we'll see if they do repairs or sometimes you forget. If you say that you have contact and you don't really notice any difference, you don't want to spend time on repair. You have to make sure that you mark that in your HUD, or you're going to spend extra time. So let's see what happens. Packham within half a second now. Maybe Jonathan starts to feel that the tires are running out of steam. The nice thing for him though is that he can drive with no spray until now someone appears in front of him. So yeah, there's a blue flag guy that's trying to get out of the way. That impeded Packham a little bit. Who was that? That was Torrance. Yeah, it was Torrance. Lot of pressure here on the Sky from Chris Bourne. Oh, he almost got into the slide there, Sky. I don't know what's going on really. But he seems to be driving on the edge. On the edge of glory. Let's see if Chris can do something here. This is the fight for P5. Oh, it looks a little bit further away now when we look at the helicam. Let's see if we have anything else. Now this is the closest battle right now. We're getting into pit stop territory now, halfway almost here, 27 minutes remaining. Oh, Packham getting really close too. Maybe Jonathan's tires are not where he wants them to be. Needs that pit stop. This is the closest battle right now. There's Lloyd in front. I thought that was a blue flag car, but it's actually Lloyd. Chris Bourne is trying to avoid the spray a little bit. That's why he was kind of driving on the side a little bit off the line. He comes up to Lloyd, and Thomas, who is has done his pit stop, so he's a lapped car. Now Sky is really up to Lloyd. He's going to be able to put Lloyd between him and Chris Bourne. That would be a strategy. Oh, Lloyd goes really wide, but Chris goes in to the pits. So does Derek Bird. But Steve Young stays out. I think he might lose on that, Steve, because he had such a trouble, so he won't be able to do a overcut on that. Okay, Packham comes up to Lloyd. Maybe got a little bit wind in his sails. And Lloyd have someone in front of him, which is a blue flag car. That's Britos. Or Caballero, rather. Is yielding appropriately. Yeah, looks like it. And now he's gonna get in the way a little bit for Sky. Now he goes off track. Santos getting closer to Garnham. He's been chasing him for a while now. 25 minutes of the race. Halfway. After the pit stops, we start to take stock of where everyone is. But right now, Jonathan, Packham and Lloyd. 1, 2, 3. And Silver, Hopkins, Statis and Banks. But we have had a couple of people pit stop in the Silver. And there's Packham, goes into the pits. Steve into the pits as well. We'll let all the pit stops happen, and then we can take stock on where everyone is. Jonathan still lapping a little bit faster than Packham. Let's see if the top car is going to go in now. Oh, staying out. Staying out. So we have 7 incidents on lap 1, just counted. Some of them were residuals. Looks like the first one was between 21 and 36. Who is that? 21 and 36. 21 and 36. 221. Let's see, who is that? Okay, Rio and Nilsson. That was the very first contact, so maybe that's started everything. We'll see. Chris Bourne have changed his tires. Now on fresh rubber, chasing down Derek, that has pitted as well. And Jonathan Wood, he is still driving. Interesting. His last was 1:33.5, which is only 4/10 slower than his best, which is the best. That's the fastest time. So great job here by Jonathan, coming back to us racing. Interesting to see when he's gonna go in for a pit stop. Chris Bourne chasing. Oh, here comes Ponoff. Trowbridge. Trowbridge goes wide. You can hurt your tires when you go off there. There's Jonathan in the pits. Now Packham is in the lead. He has not pitted. Jonathan goes into the pits. Let's see what Packham will do. So Hopkins for silver, he has done his pit stop, so he is in the lead. So Bruce Hopkins, second place last race, looking to do second place this, or first place this round. Thomas on the podium for silver right now, and Statis on the podium for silver right now, which is really nice. Statis, his first race back in this season. I'm not racing, and I'm not commentating the Friday race, so yeah, I don't drive the supercar. I drive the Sunday LMU race. And here's Britos of Ferreira. Behind him come Chris Holmes. Or is it? No, it's not. He's back there. Confused who that is behind. Okay, there's Lloyd coming up, Packham. Looking here at things. Okay, Jonathan Wood still in the lead. Derek Bird now P2, P3 Chris Bourne. So Packham is still out. Done 20 laps. Chris Bourne chasing down Derek Bird here for possible P2. Lloyd goes in to clear his pit stop. Packham and Santos still out. Packham is running long. Well, if his last was 1:33.4, which is not a bad time. It's 1/10 from the best, fastest lap. So he's still pumping out really good lap times. Yeah, not going in that round either. 17 minutes remaining. See what he can benefit from this. Jonathan better hustle. Okay, that was kind of his last out lap. So let's see what Jonathan can do here when he get up to speed. Looks very comfortable going through the chicane. Santos in front of him hasn't pitted either. Santos, I think he normally goes really, really long. So in silver, looks like Hopkins is pretty safe up there. Thomas is 6 seconds behind, so, or actually a little bit more. He's almost 10 seconds behind is Thomas. And then Banks, who was P3 last silver session with Nürburgring. He was P3. He's running P3 here as well for silver. And he has Ferreira 3 seconds behind him. So he can possibly change his fortunes. Okay, Jonathan Wood. Not really up to speed yet. He was a little bit slow last lap, 1:34.2. That's about second slower than his first lap. So he's not really up to speed on the new tires yet. Santos and Packham still out there. It's unbelievable, 22 laps. But anything can happen here in the rain. He's coming up to some traffic. We see Kish and Holmes in front of him. There's not really any battles. Well, we have this one, which is for position. Kish wants to pass. Holmes here for 19th. Yeah, Jeremy is not... is it right? I thought he was... Oh, there are a couple of cars that have left, I see now. So Jeremy left. Oh, hey, Holmes slides all over the place there, but Kish is able to avoid and is up one position for Kish. So not really any battles here. What's good? Only thing of interest that's developing right now is that Packham and Santos is really doing a long stint here. Let's see what that can mean for them. Try to put as much distance to Jonathan as possible. So Packham's distance to Santos is 45 seconds. So that's 50 seconds. I don't know off the top of my head how long the pit stops are here. I could maybe see that on someone. Yeah, the pit stop is about 50 seconds. So Packham is pushing here to get enough distance to go in and do a pit stop and then come out in front of Jonathan. That could be interesting. See if that's what's going to happen. Let's see if he dives into the pits now. Yes, he is. This is going to be interesting. Let's see where Packham going to stack when it comes to relation to Jonathan. Jonathan had maybe a little longer pit stop than some. Okay, let's see. Packham should be rolling soon. Might even get an advantage here coming out of the pits faster than... Yeah, he had 28 seconds stopped compared to Jonathan's 35 stopped. So, yeah, Packham is 5 seconds faster. So, let's see. Let's see what happens. Looks to me that Packham have an advantage. Yes. Packham is now in the lead. Santos is still up, but Packham is out 4 seconds in front of Jonathan. Unbelievable. He did that all by pushing and go really late. So that was very impressive. So what Jonathan needs to do now is to hustle, hustle, hustle. 4 seconds, 10 minutes left. Is Jonathan going to be able to do that? I think that's the most interesting thing going on right now, because silver is Hopkins, Thomas and Banks. That's kind of settled down now. But Jonathan needs to push. He did a 1:33.7. His last was 1:34.2. Coming up to traffic. Santos is still out. Can you believe it? Interesting to see where he ends up. Howells goes into pits. Wonder why. Oh, here comes Jonathan. Nicely done. Good job by Blue Flag. Lloyd pass Bourne. Oh, Bourne is out in the sand trap. And he looks like he's beached. Can he get beached? Jonathan comes up to more traffic. Oh, he's hustling now. He has Packham in front of him. 3.5 seconds in front of him is Packham. Is he going to be able to reach him? That's the question. Yeah, Chris is in the pits. I think he kind of gave up. Don't forget that we are going to have a discussion with the winners. The question is it going to be Packham or is it going to be Jonathan? Very interested to talk about the strategy here for Packham that went really long. Three seconds for Jonathan to pick up here in 7 minutes. He is faster than Packham though. Last lap was his best lap, 1:34.3. Actually, I don't know where he says that it's his best, because his best is 1:33.1. So he's about seconds slower than the best he has done on this track so far. He's pretty safe from Jonathan Wood behind. 3 seconds still. Okay, he's 2 seconds or 2/10 faster than Packham on that run. But Santos, what is going on with Santos? He is trucking along there with no pit stop, and it's 6 minutes left. Wow, how about that? Let's keep the cam here on Jonathan. Super excited for him. P2 for him. Really good to see him back on the podium. Let's see if he can do better than podium. It's really no battle gaps here. Well, Ferreira and Jolt, we can look at them for a little bit. Actually, it's not for position. Different categories they're driving in. And here's Jonathan chasing down Trowbridge. That's not for position either. Packham passes Santos, getting a little bit traffic in front of him here now. Actually, it might be Santos that's in front of him. Yeah, I think it might be. Yeah, that's Santos. Jonathan have a little traffic in front of him here. Less than 5 minutes. Jonathan had to really hustle now. 1:33.935 on him and 1:33.930 for Packham. So Packham is keeping up the pace. Yeah, Brian, why is Santos still out? I don't know what strategy he is employing, but we'll see what happens. He has 4 minutes left, or maybe 3 minutes. I don't remember when pit window is closing. Oh, Jonathan is pushing now. Oh, nice. Banks is careful. No, Banks. Oh, that was close. That hampered Jonathan a bit. He didn't lose that much time though. Maybe a tenth or two. See Packham in front there. I think that's Packham. And there's Santos. Santos goes into pit. Interesting to see what where he's gonna come out. As we see Chris's car over there. All right, Jonathan have picked up the pace now. 1:33.9. Yeah, Jonathan's time was almost 8/10 faster than Packham. 2 seconds. Oh, Jonathan. Oh, he was sliding big time there. Lost time, unfortunately. He is pushing hard now. Yeah, Jonathan unfortunately lost a lot of momentum there. But he kept it on track. It would be a tragedy if he didn't stay on track to get on the podium. All right, Thomas is getting closer to Trowbridge, not for position though. So really the only excitement we have here is whether Jonathan is going to pick up Packham or not. Let's see what they have here for times. Yeah, Jonathan was 1 second faster, although he almost went off. So that's impressive. Scrolling down, the biggest winner is Pornoff, that's up 22 positions. How about that? So 30 laps, it's a lot of laps on this track. Short track. Now the gap is 3 seconds. All you can do is you have to stay with it, try to be consistent, and just be close enough to be able to act if there is an opportunity where Packham does a mistake. Because he is faster than Packham, but he's not able to capitalize. Yeah, interesting. We have 3 Porsches there, top 5, and then the Mercedes P5 there, Steve Young. Yeah, now we are almost at the goal line. Following now Packham into the goal. Strong race for him. Started P2. Jonathan just behind, but just out of reach. And here he goes. Number 78, Stuart Packham. And there he goes, Stuart Packham. And that is his first race this season. So that was very nice. And let's see where Hopkins is. Follow him over the line as the winner for silver. Thomas Rainier, strong effort, P2, and Banks, P3. I'll watch him go over the line. Yeah, good stuff. And here comes Hopkins. The traffic in front. Not really, Stefan. He was a little bit slower than Packham, like 5 seconds. So probably that's really the delta. But Packham was just driving a really long stint. We'll hear from him and see what his thoughts are. And there is Hopkins, winner for silver. Okay, let's get ready for interview. And I'm gonna get my graphic up for the podiums. All right, there is the podium. All right, next step is to see if I can put someone in. Oh, where did my Discord go? Very weird. I can't start my Discord. Hold on. Oh, there's Discord. Okay. All right. Let's see if I can find someone to pull in. Hopkins. Hey, Bruce.
Hello.
Congratulations. I don't see Packham, so you're the entertainment for the post-race show.
Entertain you, Krister.
So, yeah, how was it in the rain?
I ran a great race. I mean, I had a good quali. I did exactly what I want. I just went back in and looked at the timetables. I never even set an invalid lap. I never had a track cut. I kept all tires on the pavement the whole race, and that was my plan, is let other people spin off and go off, and it worked to perfection. I was just really steady in the rain. I think we should rain race every week. I like it.
Yeah, I like it too, because I'm not the fastest guy on the throttle when you come out of a corner, which is actually good when you race in the wet, and also, you know, avoid to get on the throttle when you're sitting on a curb and things like that. But yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know what went on around me. I know Nielsen was in front of me, and I saw a crash on the first lap in the grass. I have no idea who it was. And then before the pit stops, I had Britos and Stathis just riding my relative behind me. And after the pit stops, they were gone. Didn't see him. Garnham was way in front of me, and after the pit stops, he was way behind me. So I don't know what happened on pit stops for everyone, if there was something that went on that you saw on
No, not particular. It's just that Packham, you know, Jonathan Wood led the race for the longest time. And then Packham, unfortunately, he's not on the voice channel. Otherwise, I would talk to him. But he went really long on his first stint. And I mean, he got out ahead of Jonathan because he was about 5 seconds faster in the pit stop than Jonathan. So that's all he needed. It was a really good strategy.
Yeah, it was a great fun race, and it worked perfectly for me. Just keep it on. It's just like Laguna Seca. I tell everyone, just keep it on the track. People will go off.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Yeah, it was a lot of contact in the beginning. We'll see what happens on that. But yeah, good race. So congrats and congratulations to Packham. Packham first race back. He hasn't raced any races so far, and he comes back and take a win. So.
Yeah, that was great. Thank you very much for broadcasting, and congratulations to Stuart also.
All right. See you.
Bye.
All right, guys on the stream, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next race. Broadcast gonna be, I think, tomorrow gonna be broadcast by Mike. So we'll see you then. Bye-bye.